Alright, I'm gonna go quickly here and just try to speed run this since it's Tuesday and I need to post this in my newsletter. But I feel okay kind of talking about this because no one's really watching these right now. And I think in the name of being consistent, even though I feel resistance, this is part of the process. So here we go. It's not 4 yet, but it's 2:44. Yeah, I've been going to bed very late. Sometimes 4 or 5. Last week I didn't sleep. I did an all-nighter and then nap the next day. Part of it is I get home from my job late-ish. I mean, I start work at 5 sometimes. And sometimes I don't get home till like midnight, 1. Part of it is like I'll eat when I get back. I'll turn on like a YouTube video or I'll make food. Like it turns into a long thing. I feel a little ashamed, to be honest, but I think it could be like overwhelm and stress, and maybe I'm doing too much, too many different things, and I don't know. Sometimes like I feel like I set big goals, and if I don't see the progress, it's really easy to feel discouraged. I have a session at noon. It's 3 a.m. It's in 9 hours. I have a DEXA scan that I slept through, so I rescheduled it to 9 a.m. It's 2:45, so it's in 6 hours. So I need to go to bed. Yeah. I think what would be beneficial is to start with metrics each video. For example, like Instagram numbers and stuff. And ideally I have this already. Not that that's the goal, but I think it just shows progress. No, my goal is Instagram specifically, but okay, Spotify. It went up actually. 611 monthly listeners. 1519 followers on Instagram. 696 subscribers on YouTube. And then TikTok, actually I had a video that did decent. I'm posting them on all the platforms, but it's at like 50K views on TikTok, which is great. It's also a video where I'm promoting my music, which is good. I've been posting more, which is good. I think I felt a little discouraged. Also, because I think a lot of why I started going to bed late was because I would have to get up at I'd have to be at work at 10 for my assistant job, and then I wouldn't get home until midnight. And so the only time I had to get shit done for myself was like that morning, but I would find myself going to bed at like later too. So, I would not have much time in the morning because I would need sleep. And I would find myself using the time after work to get stuff done. And I think that, yeah. Anyway, this is just raw. This is real raw, unedited, just off the cuff. So, but hey, this is part of the process. That's why we're documenting. I think we hit 11 views on the last video. So I'm really not tripping because I really don't even feel like anyone is watching this. It's really almost just for me. But hopefully this provides value as well in some regard. 13 views on the last one. 49 views. Oh no, 40 views on the one before. 148 on the one before. 72 and 162. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sixth one. So we said let's do 7 and then we'll see. I think that I'll have more time. I'm no longer doing the assistant job. It was too much. So, ideally I can offset some of that income with my selling of beats, which I have sold zero. I'm finding a lot of resistance to sitting down and just sending DMs. I've done it. Yesterday I sent 10, but it's not consistent. Yeah. So I'm gonna plan my day tomorrow. I'm gonna upload this and schedule my newsletter and go to bed because I want to get sleep and have to shower. But hey, I think this is good that I feel like this. I'm like 190 pounds. I'm not where I want to be right now. That being said, I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm focusing on that. I tend to go towards food, as a dopamine craver. I have ADHD and whatever. I mean, excuses out the wazoo. And I think the reality is I am making progress. It's not like I'm just dilly-dallying all day, although it's felt like that because I kind of just pissed away this Sunday, partly because I just went to bed super late and then slept for a big chunk of it. I didn't get my long run done. There's a lot that I feel like I'm not doing, and I'm hyper-focusing on that, although there is a lot that I am doing as well. And I think I'll wrap it up because it's already 7 minutes, but I think that I was walking and talking to myself the other day, and which I do, I'll just journal out loud, and my mind goes to selling beats, or I'll do a podcast, things that are interesting to me to make money, but those are things that you should be doing. I do my best not to look at music I really don't, from the lens of business. I'm even not great at navigating my music from a lens of business after it's made. But I say this to say that sometimes things that we find interesting and we hear that people are making millions of dollars doing are not necessarily the most lucrative, especially right away. It could take you 10, 15 years to have a lucrative podcast or whatever. So, I don't know. I think that plus you're diverting your time away from other things, which is partly why I haven't really focused on the podcast or YouTube, right? I've really predominantly made music the focus. But I also understand the importance of video, which is why I'm doing shit like this and building authentic interactions with audience. So that's where I'm at right now. And I am excited for this week. I have at least one session scheduled with Alexandra John, Wes and Liza, who just put out the song Taken Off, which hit 1,000 streams. Also, a song I produced for Bungalow hit 100,000 streams. It's at 101, 287 as of right now, although it's not updating real time. And then Alexandra John, they're at 1,082 plays on Spotify. So, and Spotify also for Bungalow. So, and Bungalow just hit me because they were missing a stem for a song that they're releasing in February, I believe. So I'm excited. There's stuff that's happening. I think that I need to be more intentional with my time. And I think having more time will be helpful. I need to be better about getting to bed and ultimately getting to bed so I can also get up early and get after it. And I think that'll help a lot. It's kind of resetting my circadian rhythm back. But I didn't realize how much weight I gained, bro. And I just feel like it's all compound, right? You're growing in one direction. It's either appreciation or depreciation. You're either growing stronger or weaker. It's just when you're alive, you're moving in one direction or the other. And so, small steps, baby steps, because they turn into massive leaps. So, all right, keep going. I'll see you next week. Peace.